So welcome to Art 116. Today I wanted to transition from our color wheel, which we started and have been working on the other day. So this color wheel is the kind of thing that we wanted to try to finish up today if we haven't finished it up yet, so that we can use this as a tool to select colors for our next project. And our next project, the one I'm going to be demonstrating today, is one that just went live in coursework 20 minutes ago. And so this is a 3 for the price of 1 project right here. In this project, I'm going to show you how to select 2 colors from the color wheel. And then the 2 colors that we select go up here at the opposite ends of this line on top of the page. And so in this case, I've selected a color complement pair. This is supposed to be a color complement pair. So you use your color wheel to determine your color complements. And so this just happens to be orange and blue over here. And so on this line, we're going to be doing some line blending to try to neutralize the orange with the blue a little bit. And we neutralize it a little bit more and a little bit more as we move to the middle. And hopefully we get a neutral color in the middle that is neither orange nor blue, but a neutralized something. It's going to probably be a brown or a gray or something, a dark thing. And from the other end, from the blue end, we're neutralizing the blue with just a little bit of orange so that it becomes a little neutralized, a little bit more neutralized, and slightly more neutralized. And again, so that we reach this neutral square in the middle of the line. And that kind of shows us how colors can neutralize each other when you're mixing color complements together. So that's going to be one part of this thing. And I think I'm going to do the rest of this on my desktop, so I don't have to hold it up with one hand and have it moving around all the time. So let's switch cameras and try this from the overhead bird's eye view of our desktop here. And I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way and talk about stuff right here where we can see it. Okay, so using the color wheel that we have built, and hopefully that you guys have tried to fix if in our conversations and in our critique, if the yellow orange and the yellow green are just a little bit too dark, and you need to kind of fix these a little bit by making this yellow orange yellower or the yellow green yellower, so that we get nice incremental color steps off of yellow going into the orange section and the green section. That would be great. Today, we're trying to use our color wheel as a studio tool for the first time. And I may have to just turn off the lights in the classroom so that you guys can see this maybe just a little bit better. Oh my God, this is so funky. Okay, my apologies for the classroom people who are now sitting in the dark, but the image on the screen might be just a little bit better so that we can do this. Okay, so here's where we use the color wheel as a tool as designers and artists. This new project is a blank piece of paper, just like this. That's a chart that we want to fill in with all of our colors, not all of our colors, the colors that we select. And so this piece at the top is where you're going to select a color complement pair. And you can use any color complement pair, but generally it's nice to use the ones that we actually have paint for. And so coming over here to the color wheel, I want to maybe suggest that we use, the primary colors of yellow, red, and blue, and the secondary colors of orange, violet, and green as the ones that we would be choosing to play with a little bit. Oh, that's green up there. Okay, so we're going to do green. So these are going to be our color choices. These six colors right here, because we've got the colors in bottles, and so they're full spectrum intensity, pure colors. You don't have to mix them or anything else. So what we'd want to do is choose a color complement pair. Complementary colors are across each other on the color wheel. So it would be, yellow and violet would be a color complement pair. The ones that everybody is used to because they're Christmas colors, is red and green are a color complement pair. And you could choose that one. Or orange and blue would be a really nice complement pair that you could choose. But really, it's one of these three color complement pairs that I'd like you to choose. Trying to use these intermediate colors is difficult because you'd have to mix a yellow green and a red violet if you're going to choose those. And then you're doing color mixing, which can lead to colors becoming neutralized, and that's a whole nightmare. So if you could confine your choices to one of these three color complement pairs, that would be great. In the classroom, we have all of these colors, plus black and white have been added today. And at home, if you are still shopping for colors, you're going to really want to have these little bottles. These little 2-ounce bottles from Walmart are really nice of these colors. So you're going to want to have a yellow, an orange, a red, a violet, a blue, and a green if you're going to do a lot of these projects in paint, because that's how we kind of play this game in the classroom. These are like 97 cents a piece at Walmart. So for 6 colors, you're looking at about $6 worth of paint, and that's all the paint a person would ever need. For this project, I'm probably going to be demonstrating and talking about the color complement pair of yellow and violet. They have, they call this purple velvet. So they already, are in my doghouse because they're using the word purple. But they're using the word velvet, which is so close to violet. I think that's what they meant. So these two would be the color complement pair from Walmart that would work for yellow and violet to get us started. I wanted to say a minute about cleaning up after yourselves. I don't know where this came from. It's probably the afternoon class. But here is something that didn't quite get cleaned up last time. And so I've got, the colors have hardened and polymerized onto the palette, as well as in the bristles of this brush. So the brush is ruined, and this whole thing can get thrown away now. But that was a $1 brush, and so by not cleaning this up, it kind of just got ruined, and so it's kind of sad and too bad. So I'm going to throw this away, and I ask you guys to do the best job you can in cleaning up and rinsing out your brush bristles as good as you can, so that everything's clean, and then rinse all of the paint down the sink, because otherwise it's going to paint the inside of your sink at home or the inside of the sink here. And so we just want to try to break up the color and wash it away as good as possible so that we've got clean stuff to use next time. I'm going to be asking everybody in the classroom then to be, in class here, both online and in person, to be choosing a color complement pair and then getting paint that is going to work for that color complement pair. Plus, you're going to need the colors of black and white, because part of this project is after we neutralize our 2 color complements with their complement on this neutralizing scale here, we're going to come down here and play with them too. And the first thing we do is do a value scale with black and white, just like we did last quarter in Art 115. We did that in graphite using a pencil. Now we're using paint, and we're going to use white paint in the white square and black paint in the black square. Mix white and black together to try to get a middle gray, or a middle gray that's right in the middle. And then we're going to be tinting up that middle gray to higher and higher key grays, nice incremental value changes, so that we've got a value scale going up from middle gray to white. And we're going to be shading the color by adding black. It's not a color, it's a value. Adding black to get shades of gray for our deep values. So we go lower and lower and deeper until we get all the way to black. So we get a nice incremental value scale, 9-step value scale here from black to white. And after doing that, we're going to try to do the same thing with our complementary color pair. Violet is over here on this side. And so on the scale, I've actually got it written in here. If you're using violet, start here with pure violet, because violet corresponds to a very deep value on the value scale. So we would use pure violet right here, second to the last value. And then we're going to be adding white just a little bit to tint up the violet on a value scale that corresponds to all these steps on the value scale that we did in gray. So we're going to get a lighter and lighter and lighter value of violet until we get up here to a white violet. And then starting off from pure violet again, we would add just a little bit of black to get a shade of violet so that we've got a corresponding black violet down here at the bottom of the scale. Do the same thing with yellow over here. Our pure yellow would probably start up here in this square here, rectangle. So we would put pure yellow right here, and then we would be adding black in teeny tiny little amounts to shade the black on a corresponding value scale to the regular value scale here. We'd be trying to make a yellow value scale coming to a medium and then deep key values down to a yellow black here, and then add white to make a white yellow up here. And you would do that with any complement pair, color pair that you're working with. This is going to be about mixing and line blending colors and values today to just kind of get used to, again, training your eye to be more discerning, to be more discriminating about the difference of values of color and how we can neutralize color with its color complement across the top. And this is kind of fun. It's something that takes a while. If it just doesn't work out, we can let that square dry or something, and then come back over the top of it with something that's a little bit lighter or a little darker or whatever it needs to be to get nice incremental value steps on all of these charts that we're doing. So we're playing the game with color and paints today. I want to ask you guys if you have any questions or clarifications or complaints at this point. And if you're online, please go ahead and unmute your mic and just let me have it, because I can take it. And if you guys are in the classroom and have a question or need a clarification or a complaint because this is dumb and you don't want to do it, I'm open to hearing your questions and stuff. Let's see, I'm looking at the microphones and nobody's unmuting their mics online. And I'm looking at the folks in class. So hopefully you, oh, Christina, hi, how are you?
Can I go grab my paint? Because I only have access to Freddy's being stuck at home. So the little bottles, they don't have those. The paint I got is different.
Okay, that's fine. You can go grab it, sure.
Okay, hang on one second.
Okay, she's gonna show us the paint that she's got. Okay, in the classroom, you guys have any questions for me? If we still have to actually finish your color wheel so that you've got a color wheel to make these choices off of, we want to make sure that that gets finished, photographed, and uploaded to coursework. And this project is in coursework now. And this project went live this morning in coursework. So we're going to want to do this one and then also take a photograph of this and upload it to coursework. And the due date on this is like next Tuesday or something. So we've got the rest of this week to get it done. Hopefully we can actually critique this thing and talk about it on Friday. And you'll have some time to nice it up, photograph it, and upload it to coursework by early next week. So that's the plan on this. Let's see, Christina, you're back.
Yeah, so this is what I was able to get. Will this work?
Okay, let me pin your video to the thing so that you are, oh, I had to add you. I wanted to take me away. Remove the pin. Okay. Yes, those are fantastic. Those are student grade colors. I'm sorry you had to spend so much money on them. I hope they weren't too expensive.
It was
Um,
less than $2, so it really wasn't that bad. And I know I can go get they had other colors, so
yes.
I just want to make sure, is this okay for me to be using? Because this is all
Oh,
I could get.
that's wonderful. That's more than adequate. That's great. Thanks for going and getting that. Good job. Okay. So I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna spotlight myself. No. Uh, let's see, how do I do this? Okay, I'm back to me. Okay. So this is what we're working on today. I think I can just about stop the video because that was the demonstration. I didn't really actually demonstrate painting, but I think you guys get the idea of mixing these colors together, neutralizing the two color complements towards the center, and also mixing paints here so that we get a value scale using black and white in the middle column here. We get a value scale based on yellow over here, shading with black and tinting with white. And we get a value scale over here based on violet, tinting with white all the way up from the bottom and shading with black. So that's what we're going to use and do today. Those of you who are online, if you can print this out or recreate this thing, however it might work for you so that you get something to paint on. This is what we're going to do online. If you guys are going to be back in class next week, I will keep this thing open so that you can come back to class and use the facilities here in the room next week. If you know, if you get out of COVID jail, and that would be, you'll be returning to class, that'd be fantastic. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and email me questions and I'll try to answer them there. Christina, you're back on again. What's up?
I will be back next week because
Yay. Okay, you're gonna get your car fixed.
Well, the car won't be fixed for another couple of weeks, but I have to be back because my other class goes back to in class.
Okay,
next
sounds
week.
good.
So,
Thank you very much. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. So I'm gonna return to my little face here, other camera. Not that it does me much good because I've got a mask on, but thanks for showing up today. We're going to get this party started, and in class, we're going to be painting for the rest of our class period today. I'll see you guys on Friday, hopefully on Friday. I'm going to end it for now, so thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.